Alright folks, so we're out doing a little van living, just out chasing a few roads. This is something I do a lot. Something I really enjoy is just getting out, driving forest roads, you know, looking at Gaia, kind of figuring out an area, and then spending time on the ground just driving roads. And sometimes you find roads that aren't even on the map, and you know, you just cruise up and down and see what's at the end of each road, and that's how you really can start to get out and really learn an area and find really cool places to camp or shoot photography. So yeah, we're just gonna continue up and down some of these forest roads and see what we find. Man, I tell you what guys, what an absolutely gorgeous view. We've just came out here on this old logging landing, and there's just a great view of this mountain peak behind me. Now, to be honest, I don't know what it is. I'm not really familiar with this part of Southern Oregon, but I bet some of you probably do know what mountain peak it is, so leave that information down in the comments. I am myself going to do a little looking on Gaia and see if I can't figure out what it is. But anyways, just the way things are looking and shaping up for the day, I'm thinking we're gonna have a really beautiful sunset, and this would be a great place to watch the sun go down, and also a great place to shoot some landscape photography, which I really haven't done on the channel for a long time. And I'm feeling kind of inspired to do so, especially after going out with Nick Page a couple of weeks ago. So I think we're just gonna park the van right here. I'm gonna do a little bit of setup. I've already kind of looked around a little bit, and there is plenty of firewood, so I'm gonna gather up some of that, and we're just gonna have a real chill evening, shooting some landscape photography and enjoying a beautiful sunset. Okay, last little piece. Keep the mosquitoes out. All right. Oh man. All right, guys. Well, we are finally got the van all set up. It's pretty easy with the van. You know, I just basically opened these two doors, and with the little shelves and cabinet that I built, that's pretty much all there is. On a day like today where it's been sunny and it's nice to have some shade, I did get a CVT 99-inch awning, so that's nice. And then also too, I don't know if you guys are probably seeing this in the camera, but we've got a bunch of little mosquitoes flying around in between the breezes. Right now we're getting a little breeze, so they're leaving me alone. But to combat that, I added a netting, and it's one of those ones you guys see on the infomercials all the time. It splits in the middle with magnets, and I found that one on Amazon, and it was long enough for the entire cargo door, which has really worked out well. It's been fantastic because I've actually been up in these mountains for the past 3 or 4 days, and the mosquitoes haven't been real bad, but in the evenings, you know, in that twilight hour, they've been a little bit aggressive, and it's been great for keeping them out and other flying insects and stuff that have been flying about up here. So great addition. Just screwed it in across the top of the door and then added some Velcro down the sides, and yeah, it's real simple with the magnets down the middle. I can get the dogs in and out. I can get it in and out easily, but it's doing a great job of keeping the mosquitoes out of my sleeping area. So anyways, yeah, we're all set up. I actually set the dog beds out here for the dogs, and Wheeler's, he's enjoying it, but Daisy, she's choosing to sleep on the gravel. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe it's just a bit cooler, but she does have a dog bed out in the shade if she chooses to use it. I've tried to get her to lay on it a couple times, but she keeps going for the gravel. But I don't know. Like I said, I've got a little bit of firewood cut. The light is starting to get really nice on the mountains. It's still a little high. The sun's still a little high. We've probably got a good couple hours until I'm going to be ready to try to take that sunset photo, but I think I'm just going to sit, relax for a little bit, and enjoy this view, and we'll get to that photo once the light really gets low and some color hits that sky. Alright folks, well, we're working on this photo, and quite honestly, the light just didn't materialize the way that I hoped it would. There's still some wispy clouds, and I still really like this composition, but without the light that I was hoping for, I just feel like it falls a little bit flat. But I still think that there is a lot of potential for this location at another time when we do get the light and the clouds. So I don't really consider this a failure. I'll just mark this on Gaia, and hopefully get an opportunity to revisit it at another time. Hopefully another time when there isn't quite so many mosquitoes. They really seem to be a lot worse just down here, and I'm only just 20 feet from the van, but with the fire and everything, and I'm getting a little bit more breeze up on the landing, they aren't so bad. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go pack up here, get out of these mosquitoes, go up, get some dinner, and just hopefully enjoy the rest of this evening by the fire, a little less mosquitoes, and just have a good rest of the evening. Well, folks, we had to retreat to the van. It is just terrible out there with mosquitoes. I am definitely appreciating the bug netting that I installed on the van. It is a lifesaver right now with how many mosquitoes are out there. I tried to enjoy a little bit of coffee and, you know, and look out over the view with the mountain, but they were just swarming my head and getting in my ears, and it just, too much. So me and the dogs, we retreated inside the van. They're comfortably enjoying a mosquito-free environment, laying comfortably on the bed, and I'm, you know, sitting in my passenger seat and just relaxed and enjoying a hot cup of coffee, and it's much better. But anyways, I did try to, I was hoping that we might be able to get another shot at getting a photograph of the mountain, but we just didn't really get much light this morning. A lot of clouds. The sun is starting to kind of peak here and there, but for the most part, where it would have been the best light, the clouds pretty much snuffed it all out. So no photograph again this morning. But again, like I said, we'll just mark this location on Gaia and hopefully be able to return when the lighting is better and have another crack at it. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll make another video from here and have better luck on another time. But for the most part, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy some coffee. Got a new coffee brand out now. We've got the Van Livin' Elevated. So for many of you guys that know, you know, I have 3 coffee brands now. We have the Daisy Cafe, the Wheeler Reserve, and now the new Van Livin' Elevated to kind of celebrate, or, you know, my new van and, you know, that kind of, this kind of lifestyle. So I'm excited about it. It is a medium Supremo Colombian roast for those that are really into the coffee. And again, you know, the proceeds of this help, you know, support my travels and keep me out on the road adventuring. So if you guys are interested, you can, you know, check that out on my website and buy a bag, and it definitely does help the help support the cause. Another thing that's coming up here is, you guys have probably been noticing, we've got shirts, new Primal Outdoors shirts, new Primal Outdoors hats. That is going to be coming. We're still working on a few details, but start looking on the website for those if they're interested. I've decided that what I'm going to do with the sales of the hats and the shirts is that's going to go to a charity. I haven't yet decided what charity to go to yet. I'm reviewing a few right now. I'm really looking for some charities that help protect our public land system. You guys know how important that is for me. So that's something I'm looking at. I'm also looking at particular charities that support our veterans as well. So be looking for the shirts and the hats, and also patches, which I don't know if I have one available to show you guys, but there's also going to be patches. But yeah, I'm looking at the sales of those to go to supporting a charity. That's part of the details I'm still working out. I'm trying to find a charity that I feel, you know, is in line with, you know, the public land system and or you know, supporting veterans after their return from deployment. So I'm looking at a couple different options there, and but yeah, if that's something that interests you, definitely check it out. Like I said, sales of coffees, that supports me, Daisy, and Wheeler. Sales of the shirts and hats will hopefully support a good charity that either protects our public lands or supports our veterans. One of those two I'm looking, or maybe both. I'm just, like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm doing there, but it's definitely going to support a charity for sure. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a like. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions on charities that are either in line with public lands or in line with supporting veterans, you know, leave those comments down below, and we'll catch you guys again outside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.